Sometimes life lets you down and you feel that you are done. You just want a morning run because the fun is all gone. But sometimes life makes you proud when you look far and wide, when you leave the pain behind and see the brighter side. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion.
The new channel. The new channel. The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello there and welcome to the new channel. We are here to help you see the new you. My name is Lloyd Luna and this is The Big Picture. Hello there, good evening ladies and gentlemen. You are watching The Big Picture on the new channel. Today is Tuesday, medyo umulan at medyo baha. So kung kayo po ay binabaha, normal na po ngayon sa mga panahon ito bahain. But it's Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, the 13th day of October 2020. How are you? How are you? Yes, definitely. If you're watching right now live, please do send us the place where you are watching from. You can also send the live stream link to your friends on Facebook and many other social channels. Please do share our live stream link para po makapanood din sila ng episode natin for tonight, which is, of course, tulad ng iba pang mga gabi na pinagdaanan na po natin, very inspirational na gabi para po sa ating lahat. Magandang gabi, Jen Rosario. Good evening, Sir Lloyd. Sobrang na-miss kong manood ng TNC. Na-miss ka rin namin. Na-miss ka rin namin. But thank you so much for tuning in, Jen. We are really excited to share with you tonight yung ating episode. So kung kayo po yung nanonood, please do share lang po ng share sa inyo pong mga live stream, sa inyo pong mga social media channels because this will be a great night for sure. So maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga nakatutok na at yung mga hindi ko pa nababanggit na ngayon po ay nakatutok, babanggitin ko po. So tingnan natin kung sino-sino yung mga nakatutok na. Alright, so syempre, ang aking mama at papa sa Australia ay nanonood po. Magandang gabi po sa inyo, aking mama at papa. May ganun, mama at papa. Of course, we are expecting tons of inspiration and motivation tonight because we're going to talk about not only business, but we're going to talk about personal journey of transformation. So yung po ating magiging topic for tonight, journey of transformation from a corporate man to now a businessman, and of course yung professional speaker, because October 15 and 16 we're going to have the fourth national convention of the Philippine Association of Professional Speakers. So maraming salamat si Mark Erwin Lucero ay nanonood. Salamat naman at nanonood ka. Si Gog Van Louie ay nanonood din. Magandang gabi po sa inyong panonood. Siyempre, in-expect natin na magiging interesting ang gabing ito dahil we are going to be bombarded by comments and likes. Siyempre, from Wildlife Philippines. Nax naman! Dahil ang ating pong guest ay hindi po siya just or in Tagalog, basta-basta. Artistahin po ang ating guest for tonight. Makikita niyo mamaya may resemblance. No? Pahulaan ninyo kung sino yung kamukhang artista. But anyhow, I hope you are enjoying your night tonight. Magandang ating gising kaninang umaga. So hopefully ma-extend ninyo ito natin bago tayo matulog for tonight. But again, if you're watching, please do share our live stream link. You can also make some comment suggestions sa ating pong comment stream down below. Huwag po kayong mahiya na mag-comment. And if you're going to watch us live on youtube.com/TNC Now, you can have the opportunity to get a gift courtesy of Unisol and TNC. Again, if you're going to watch us on youtube.com/TNC Now and drop some comments there, you can have the opportunity to get a gift courtesy of Unisol and TNC. Here's what you can get. Watch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's 600 pesos worth of washable face mask. If you're living with Metro Manila at kayo po mapili namin the lucky viewer for tonight, delivery charge is on us. All right, so excited na si Jen Rosario watching from Pampanga. Si Mary Grace Gara is also here. Nandito na po siya, nakatutok na si Ma'am Mary Grace Gara. Kasama po si Virgie Depalan Puzon. Maraming salamat po sa pagtutok. So kung excited na kayo, tatawagin na natin yung guest. Kaya lang maya-maya. Sabihin. Yan, maya-maya. Medyo painitin muna natin kasi dito sa basketball may warm-up na tinatawag. So mag-warm up po muna tayo. But I'm sure excited na kayong marinig at makita ang ating artistahin or mukhang artista or feeling artista na guests for tonight. So tingnan natin kung alin siya doon sa mga yun. But as we wait for some more viewers to come in, I'm going to read some headlines from the Manila Times, which is, by the way, celebrating kasi kasama pala ako doon, our 122nd year anniversary. So please, let's take a look at the headlines from the Manila Times. All right. Release of 13th month pay cannot be deferred, according to the palace. Exclusive on the Manila Times, Leonen's secrets revealed. Coronavirus can survive for 28 days on surfaces. Bongo seeks jobs in countryside. WHO PH prepare for vaccine trials. Health Department issues ventilation guidelines. Don't blame teachers for module errors. So, sino po? Diesel, kerosene, prices up. And Senate okays franchise for Bulacan Airport. Headlines presented to you by the Manila Times. For more news and information, please go to manilatimes.net or download their application at digitaledition.manilatimes.net. All right, so on and so forth. So let's start our discussion for tonight. I am bringing in a member of the Philippine Association of Professional Speakers and Vice President of Sales and I don't know, maybe marketing of Wildlife Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, in the studio right now is Danes Serrano.
Hello, hello. Good evening. Magandang gabi, Lloyd. At magandang gabi sa inyong lahat na nanonood ng the new channel, The Big Picture.
Thank you so much, Danes, for coming in and for being my guest for tonight. You know that I don't have any other guests, so you're here.
Hinahanap ko pa rin kung sino yung kamukha eh. But anyway. Sige na nga.
Okay, guys. If you're watching right now, please do comment. Sino po yung kamukhang artista ng ating guests for tonight? So, malaman namin kung ano ang inyong pulso. Talaga kailangan pulso nito. But let us know kung meron kayong idea kung sino ang kamukha ng ating guest for tonight. But again, seriously, thank you so much for coming to the big picture. This will be an exciting, inspiring episode for tonight because we're going to talk about your journey, your transition, and transformation. So, tatlong transformation ito from being a full-time employee to becoming a professional speaker and now full-time entrepreneur as well, especially amid pandemic. So, thank you so much. First question that I would like to throw in is, kagad-agad, how are you? How have you been? It's been months since we closed our borders and, times are tough. So, how are you?
Ako, well, sa ngayon, marami nagsasabi, Lloyd, no, na we have like we're becoming successful yung business namin, which is Wildlife, but those success is not without challenges, no. Kami rin naman po na biktima rin talaga ng pandemic, and I think my franchises have closed as well, including na dyan ang Overmango, Mexicanos, I have Avocado Loco. Close po silang lahat, and then the speaking engagements got canceled, all events for professional hosting and even voiceovers, which are the things that I do, nag-close lahat, no? Nawala lahat yon. But coping up naman, I mean, I think right now, I can feel that nakaka-adjust ng marami sa atin. Ako, naramdaman ko rin sa sarili ko na nakapag-adjust na tayo. And we're picking up. And I think, wow, kaya nga tingin ko especially the event that we have in POPs, kasi digital na lahat ngayon. So talagang kailangan mo talaga total online presence. And that's exactly what happened to me personally, to cope up with this pandemic situation. So, minamahal ko na ng kaunti itong camera, Lloyd. Dati hindi.
That's interesting. Actually, an inspiring way to start, right? I'm broke. Like everything closed.
Oh,
and we
diba?
accept it.
That's
But
right.
I guess everyone is sharing your sort of a story because lahat talaga is nawala. So flattened yung mga industries and things like that. We're going to talk about that for sure in a little while. But coping with this particular crisis, this has never been experienced before. You know, you and I know na walang ganitong klase na sort of a blueprint or a map. Madali nating na-navigate na, do this and do that. So, first few months or first few weeks siguro ng quarantine, what were the things that you were doing?
Well, I'm trying to measure two things. Yung things that I can control and things that I cannot control. Magsisimula talaga sa proper mindset kasi kung hindi mo ayusin yung pag-iisip mo. At that time, I was so stressed, sa totoo lang. Kasi parang hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko. Of course, source of income is, and then thinking about your family, thinking about what you wanted. And remember, at that time, I was even starting my brand for my speaking in business. And then eventually that happened, no? So nagkaroon ka ng takot, and it's part of it. So I measured, no, yung things that I can control and I cannot control. And then I work with the things that I can control. So, kumbaga baby steps. Yung mga hindi ko kayang kontrolin, medyo I put aside muna yung mga bagay na yun, and then eventually praying that the Lord will guide me through how I can do things here, no? Pero yung mga kaya kong kontrolin, like my own mindset, loving my own family, having more time with them, getting a chance to be closer to my kids more than ever, opportunity to stay at home a lot, which we never had before. So those are the things that I can only control at that time. I think all lahat tayo ganun ang naramdaman. And then the benefit of that though is like I said, gradual, big baby steps lang. Kasi yung big changes na nangyari na ngayon, nagsimula yun nung simula nung pandemic na nagsimula muna tayo magkaroon talaga ng pagtanggap dun sa mga bagay na nangyayari na. And then trying to make use of what you have for the meantime. And then pinakamalaking bagay dyan is gratefulness. The first thing that I did at that time was just to be thankful. Lord, salamat dahil meron pa pala kami mga bagay na ganito. Which you never had before. Never thought about doing that because feeling natin parang lagi tayong well off at merong papasok na pera sa atin. And this time we became grateful with so small little things.
Yeah. And these little things, ito yung talaga yung hindi mo talaga makikita prior to pandemic. Oo. But walk us through kung paano yung buhay mo prior to becoming a professional speaker and then ngayon is a full-time entrepreneur. Siyempre yung speaking hindi naman siya mawala because I'm sure you're able to use the skill.
Magandang tanong yan, no, Lloyd. I think one of the things that I always have in my life, yung quote na the end justifies the means. So, noong una pang panahon talaga, I love speaking. Although, ang gusto ko talaga mass communication, pero hindi naman tinulot ni Lord. Nagtapos ako ng computer engineering. But then, my joy of speaking was still there, I guess. So, naghanap ako ng trabaho, parang even if I try anything that goes with technology because it was computer engineering, parang hindi ko siya feel talaga. And then I got the opportunity to venture into the call center industry. And the good thing though is like it's still speaking, no? Although at that time I was focused on just doing the calls, thank you for calling, spray, ganon. And it's 11 years of my life doing that. But I still love the speaking qualities that I know that I have pero nawawala. Pero siguro with the help of certain people who motivated me to continue doing what I'm doing, which is speaking, na-influence din tayo ng church kasi nakakapagturo tayo ng bata, nakakapagturo tayo sa mga poor of the poor, talagang may training na makakapagsalita ka sa church, sa mga youth. And then eventually it grew and I even brought it to work. So pagdating sa trabaho ng call center, nasa call center, I got promoted as a trainer, which sabi ko, wow, grabe kasi gusto ko talaga to, linya ko to. And the truth is, when I became a trainer, dun lumipad yung aking success sa corporate world because when I was a trainer, because it's what I love, naging magaling ako na magsalita, natuto rin ako doon, and with international training because kasama talaga sa training namin yung international certification, etc. And Sigma and all of these stuffs, no? Six Sigma. And when we were when I was a trainer, I became a good trainer. I became a master trainer. Tapos pinadala ako ng kumpanya namin sa ibang bansa to train sa Costa Rica. And then pagbalik ko, naging training manager ako. So yun yung naging journey ko. Yun yung naging permanent job ko at that time. For so long, I became the training manager. But because I love speaking, I was speaking outside. I still love the use of my voice. And then nabangga ko yung nakita ko sa Facebook yung matagal ko ng passion din na mag-voice acting. I had the opportunity to get into Creative Voices Productions kay Sir Pocholo. And then at that time, dun ko rin, because of that workshop, because he was a good friend of Sir Lloyd, nakalala ko si Sir Lloyd Luna na nung una hindi ko pa nga napagkamalang siya pala ang presidente ng Philippine Association. Kita ko siya, sabi ko, ayun na pala yun. No, but he was a very, very simple man. That's what I'm saying, no? Alam ko lagi niyang gino-joke na napagkakamalan siyang typical person.
I'm used to it.
But
I am not offended. I'm used to it.
So yun talaga, totoo po yung sinabi ko. But then I met the man and then introduced me to Pops, and I was like, wow, with my passion of speaking, and now here I am being part of an organization that can really put me into places with my speaking skills. Kasi parang isa sa mga hindi ko makakalimutan na sinabi sa akin ni Lloyd, and I think na pag-usapan din to sa aming association, was when they said na parang yun nga, magaling ka nga. The question is, who knows you? 'Di ba? Sayang yung skills mo because hindi mo alam yung tamang proseso na how do you put out yourself out there sa mga tao. So doon yung natutunan ko.
But at that particular point, yung transition I think is one of the best thing that we can discuss tonight. The transition from leaving your job, you are guaranteed of a paycheck, and jumping out of that boat and then exploring something, an ocean, na wala kang idea kung nasan yung island where you can Dax, may mga ganun, no? May mga island
And
na ngayon eh.
and I promise you, no, Lloyd, and I think for all the viewers out there, one of the big things is that I think I learned the learning from others is very important. I think that's what happened to me because nung nasali ako sa Pops, I was still working in my corporate job, no. But then kailangan may mag-trigger sa'yo at magbalik ng loob mo dun sa passion mo talaga. And then I found my passion and I realized this is exactly what I wanted. And then when my horizon was expanding towards going to places and speaking, and that's exactly what I wanted, I thought like, if I establish this and I can earn much from speaking, and on the side I'm doing professional hosting and maybe doing some voiceovers, it could give me good money already where I can quit my job. So I did not quit my job immediately. It's not recommended, no, for those who has corporate job to go and pursue your passion by giving up your day job. I think I love my job, by the way. I mean, I love the fact that I go to office and I sit down and I earn and I do nothing. However, there's no challenge, and then it's really something that you don't love to do. So kahit na komportable na siya, hindi ako natuwa na hindi parang wala nang growth para sa akin. And I think when I ventured into the speaking as organization, marami ako natutunan sa marami na once you establish your speaking life, that's maybe where you can get away from the corporate world. And I was so glad, no? And tamang-tama, may mga difficulties na rin kasi ang corporate job ko. Hindi ko na sasabihin yung detail, but there are some things that having your own business, dun mo makita na parang, kasi syempre, empleyado ko pa rin. There are limits. But then when I became my own, I have my own business, I'm now a freelancer, I'm a speaker on my own. Parang sarili ko yung oras ko, hawak ko yung oras ko. And then, pumasok na yung unti-unti yung mga wow. Yung kinikita ko na isang buong buwan, pwede ko na kitain ng 2 oras lang na pagsasalita. So once I established that already, that's where I moved away from the corporate job. So I need to be honest, medyo nawala rin yung toxicity. Well, only to find out na pagpasok ko pala sa business, marami rin palang pagdadaanan din before you get to the point where you can say successful ka na sa business mo. But I just love the fact that I followed my passion, and that was brought to by learning from other people. Kasi ano yan eh, kumbaga parang, kasi change always involves learning new things, but you can create your own shortcut. So what I did is like, rather than doing it on my own, this is the importance of brotherhood. This is the importance of communities, groups where you can get involved to, where you can learn, di ba? So sharpening the saw, diamonds sharpen diamonds. So I learned from this wonderful people in POPs, including my mentors and like Sir Lloyd, Sir Choi, and Sir Ian, and that's where I grew my passion of moving away from the corporate world. And I think it was worth it. It's not easy, but it was worth it.
Yeah, I'm sure you did a very great job. I mean, the transition was never easy, but seeing you doing a couple of many rounds, no, prior to pandemic, kasi medyo mayabang ka na eh, medyo hindi ka na makontak eh.
For the record po, it was some of those speaking engagements, si Lloyd po ang nagbigay sa akin. So yung sinasabi niya pong yan, siya pong nagpagkasala.
babalik din pala sa akin. But that was prior to pandemic, and ngayon nga is hindi na. So, talk us a bit about what you're going to discuss. Marami pa naman tayong time, but what you're going to discuss on October 15 or 16, kung saan ka naka-assign doon, walk us through kung ano yung topic mo and what you intend really to share during our convention.
I think my goal and purpose out there on the Pops on Top convention, or PopsCon 2020, is more of a learner and an observer and a moderator actually. Kasi I think I pulled back from, and I have to be honest with Pops, no. I was very, very busy with so many things out now with the Well Life, with the business, and we are really, really growing so big. So I think I stepped back a little bit. So I will be there just to be a moderator. I don't think I have a slot for speaking, only because I think I was verbally saying that I can't for the meantime, but I'll be there to moderate wonderful speakers. And I saw the roster of speaking engagements and topics. It was just amazing. I'm just so excited to be part of this, and lovely to know that I will be just an observer and a learner for the meantime. So I'll be a moderator, Sir Lloyd, on 16th yata. Mm.
we were planning originally to put you on stage because the second convention you were there, I think you did an excellent job as a floor director, and then we had this duet presentation on your
Oh,
figure last year as well. Was
last
it
year.
last year?
That
Oh,
was last year, yes.
yeah, it was great. And then you did a voiceover thing. Of course,
Yeah.
Pocholo Gonzalez is watching right now, so hello, Sir Poch. But
Yes.
we are
Mr.
we,
Joey.
we are ready to have you to place you on the stage and you're moderating. But so far, what have you learned from becoming a professional speaker? Kasi mahirap eh, hindi madali, especially ngayon na may pinagdadaan ng crisis.
Um, sorry, maybe you were cutting in and out a little bit. So hindi ko naabutan yung last couple of words mo. Pero
Yeah.
say that again.
Yeah. What were the challenges na meron ka ngayon, and what can you share doon sa iba pang mga speakers na dumadaan ngayon dito sa crisis?
Nako, the truth is, siyempre, we really miss, no, the physical attributes. I think I even saw pictures of you as well, yung even to Sir Pacholo, no, yung nagpapa-autograph kayo ng mga books ninyo. Ako wala namang books na gano'n na ipapa-autograph. Pero may mga lumalapit, nagpapapirma sa kung saan man o kaya nagpapa-picture. Nakakamiss, no? Not for the accolades, but it's just that the physical interaction is something that we really miss. And that's really part of the challenge, because it bored me so much doing things online, to the point that even if, ito Sir Lloyd, aminin ko sa'yo, even if there are some speaking engagements and they wanted me to do it online, parang ako pa yung tumatanggi. Kasi parang talagang hindi ko talaga siya feel. So that was the challenge for me. But what I've realized though, and what my wife told me when we were talking about this, sabi niya sa akin, but actually nililid ka pa naman ni Lord pa rin dun sa passion mo to speak. You know why? Because the happy thing is, like in one life, that's what I do anyway. I speak, I talk. Siguro lang parang hindi ko lang feel pag-usapan yung mag-talk na parang topic ko, but then and then doing it on the digital stage, parang challenge pa yun para sa akin. I think all of us have that as a challenge. Not because I don't have the tools. I do have a really good camera. It's part of our requirements for CWS, and the microphone and all of these things, no? But it's just that, the feeling as a speaker is something na hindi madaling matanggal. Mawala sa'yo, I mean, because that's what you wanted, yung physical interaction, etc. But then, it might be a challenge, but again, no, what doesn't challenge you will not change you. So, accept naman natin yan, and I've realized na parang, no, I can continue my speaking through the business that I'm doing, and whatever I'm doing, yung speaking, yung pakipag-usap sa mga tao about business is also part of speaking. So, hindi naman ako nalayo. What I am saying lang, Lloyd, no, is that take all the opportunities to speak, because you're a speaker. Nobody can stop you from doing so, but you have the need to adjust. It might be a challenge, but you have the need to still continue doing it for whatever you're doing. You talk to your kids, you speak. You talk to your wife, you become a speaker.
Yeah, and they
Although
don't pay you
sometimes
for
your wife
doing.
is the speaker of the house.
Yeah.
And then you don't get paid.
But the wife and the kids don't pay you anyway, so you just for practice, for rehearsals purposes. Dahil pagkatapos ng lahat ng ito, and then you can go up to the stage and then, do it para hindi ka lang kalawangin. Sige, I'm going to pause for a short commercial break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about still Pops on Tap, because the 4th National Convention of the Philippine Association of Professional Speakers will be coming up October 15 and 16. This is online, so we're going to talk about that more when we return. Stay on our stream.
Since I got my new place, I've enjoyed every single day here. Hotel-like amenities, attentive staff, resort-style living, all in a premium location. So life here is easy and convenient. That's why I invested in another unit. I can earn more, and they can enjoy the very same things I enjoy at home. What a life! So much more rewarding. So much more to life. SMDC.
We need beauty every day. We need power every day. But are you ready?
Ready? Ready.
Beauty is power.
All right, welcome back. You're still watching The Big Picture on the new channel, How's My Sound? There was a change of microphone. But thank you so much for again staying on our stream. Before I call in my guest back to continue our discussion for tonight, I would like to invite you to watch our other shows on TNC. The Big Picture shares inspiring stories of notable personalities Mondays through Fridays at 7 p.m. HR Hotline introduces us to the wonderful world of human resources management. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 12 noon. Have an insightful Saturday afternoon because the family business is everyone's business at 4 p.m. The fourth project is about life, business, and success stories live from Dubai, UAE at 6 p.m. or 10 p.m. Philippine time every Saturdays. Usapang Beauty is all about beauty beyond what your eyes can see. Thursdays and Saturdays, or now Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. The world has faced an unprecedented pandemic. Time to hear positive testimonies straight from those who recovered from the disease. COVID Stories Saturdays at 10:30 a.m. Discover your life purpose and learn from others' turnaround stories by tuning into U-Turn Mondays and Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. The Home Buyer is where you hear remarkable stories about building and owning properties. Mondays and Fridays or Thursdays at 4 p.m. Laugh and learn about puppetry arts from all over the world. The Puppet Stories Mondays at 5:30 p.m. Magbenta, bumili at tumulong dahil bukas na ang TNC Marketplace on Online Night Bazaar Thursdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. YOLO is where, or is for all of us to understand that law is fun and equally cool. Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Watch and learn about money and more. Streams live from the Philippines and the US. Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. Philippine time and 5:30 a.m. California, USA. Two leaders in one platform, TNC The Talk Mondays at 12 noon. After Shift is a chillaxing show about your choices and whatever you do after work. Wednesdays and Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Discover and learn strategies on self-leadership to win in life through Win Within Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. Dream, achieve, nurture, inspire. Tag your kids along and watch Danny Art Show Fridays at 5:30 p.m. Global issues, common interest, learn together across borders. Foreign affairs streams Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. Because health is wealth, Healthline on Wednesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. Start your Saturday celebrating Women at Work 9 a.m. Saturdays. Awesome Day, Mondays at 2:30 p.m. Make sure your day or make your day an awesome day every day. In a world where everything is turning out digital, CyberNext aims to empower people and organizations to be secure in a digital world. Streams Wednesdays at 12 noon. TechU helps you understand the emerging technologies shaping our future. Fridays at 2:30 p.m. Catch also our TSC original shows such as One Day, an inspiring 30-minute storytelling, It Alternates with TSC Town Hall, co-hosted by TNC founders yours truly and Appleman and Sala. This show is where we talk to you, our valid audience, about our shows on TNC. More upcoming TNC shows that will truly, truly inspire you. Please follow our channel on Facebook and YouTube and let us help you. Hashtag see the new you. Now, back in the show. Don't have my logo, the rec. You forgot to click the overlay. There you go. And now it's gone and now it's here again. Okay, good. So let's bring in our guests for tonight. Celebrity guests for tonight is Danny Serrano, member of the Philippine Association of Professional Speakers and Vice President for Sales and Marketing of Well Life Philippines. Come on. Come in. Ayan. So now you don't have the microphone. We cannot hear you, or maybe I'm muted.
Oh, I was on mute.
No,
There you
I
go.
was muted.
Sabi ko, congratulations for your shows. You got a lot of shows already in TNC.
Thank you. Originally, there was supposed to be a show that is called Step 1. And Step 1 is about taking some great steps before one can be successful. And I can remember the host could have been a person with the initials DS. So,
Soon on TNC, ladies and gentlemen.
So I also believe that it will have to be another show title because Step 1 is long gone. We shred it, put it somewhere trash bin.
I'll send a new one. I'll send a proposal.
There will be a better one for sure. But again, thank you so much for coming to the big picture. So and congratulations to you too for your transformation. Now we have been talking about total online presence. Can you tell us something about online presence and how important it is for speaking professionals, trainers, coaches?
Funny that you asked that. I also saw Sir Choi's message, and it's right that he was saying yung don't forget CV. You know why? Because nag-start yung pandemic. That is exactly what we built. No, we all we I think we it was amazing to remember that we created immediately programs online teaching them how to have their own home recording studio. I even on my birthday last May, and I even had a what do you call this, a speaking engagement, a training online, which is paid by the way, about digital professional. That talks about everything from the microphone setup, the typical usual microphone setup. Although it was not a home recording studio like how see Creative Voices can do it, because they created their own show event like that with Jeffrey Gusaiko, and then but it was amazing because we saw the importance of transitioning to digital. And even if I was the one who created the book for that, the fundamentals, the fun FUN, and then we give emphasis on the word fun, and I have an ebook for that. Thanks for Jarek, and then Dennis also helped me create this, and it was powered by VG8 and Creative Voices and Sir Pocholo. And this thing that we created was like an entirety of doing things digitally, transitioning the personal change story that you have and moving it towards online. I was even sharing na before ka maging vlogger or before ka maging YouTube sensation, know who you are first, because people don't care about really what you do unless you go naked. I mean, they'll notice you. But if you're really into professional way of spreading your wings out there digitally, you need to make sure that you know yourself and understand who you are, and that's where you check what can I do and what kind of YouTube channel or TikTok channel I would like to really do, and this is where it starts, so that you can create a really good digital platform or digital you. So what I shared there was more of like creating a digital you. Who are you digitally, based on your own personal change story. And Lloyd, you know that my passion, I shared this to you before about Jumpstarts, it's really about change, because I was brought to by change as well. And the transformation that you're talking about, from being a bastard from a long time ago, being really the worst in the society, which I did not share entirely earlier. But then the change, going there, was amazing. And that kind of story is exactly what people likes. Bakit hindi tayo magtataka bakit may MMK? Bakit nga ba meron Jessica Soho Reports? Di ba lagi ang kwento doon is like, itong tulad ng kabuhayang swak na dati lang siya titinda sa kanto, tapos bigla naging ganito na. People likes that kind of story. So I created that, and it's very important to really have a presence online. But this time, and about Pops, is they created the total online presence that is coming very soon.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting, because a lot of people have been dreaming of becoming one day a social media sensation without really understanding so much what it takes to be one. Now, for sure, there are a lot of credible, authoritative people with influence doing the right things, but they are not being recognized. I mean, socially, there is no viral video of them. So between that, someone who is not so sure and someone who is so sure about who they are and what can they do, do you advise people to just go with a fad, or they have to build really their reputation and authority really slowly, but it's surely?
Well, I understand that, but I think it should be a more of a mix. We should not forget the fact that we should still know who we are and then prepare for it. Alam ko kasi pwede ka rin mag-go YOLO na lang. Kasi maghanap ka ng trending, maghanap ka ng something dyan, makisakay ka sa trending na yon, sisikat ka na. Something like that. It's also good. But it's important that you still know, it's okay to do that, but wag mong kalimutan na planuhin muna, ano ba talaga yung end goal mo of becoming, of doing that channel. Diba? Kasi pwede mo siyang gamitin. For example, use that kind of trending or something that will be viral to lead them to really what you wanted. And we saw a lot of them like that. Like even, and I'm not gonna say any names, but there are some sexy stars out there who, started showing some stuff, and
I hope they went. I hope the name is not Lloyd Luna.
It was Lloyd Luna, but then it changed. But somebody like that, no? Ganun yung nangyari. And then eventually sa dulo, they will apologize and they would say, you know what, moving forward, I'm now gonna start sharing about inspiring you, motivating you, showing you that it's not supposed to be this that you do so that you can go viral. It should be. So they use that as more of a marketing material, their own way of leading them towards what they really wanted. And when you get to interview them, and there was a one interview about that lady, and then that's really her goal, because even at the latter part of the YouTube channel, he was now starting to inspire people and encourage them. So I think it's a good mix. Just make sure you mix it. It's okay to get something viral, but sometimes people tends to get to the point where they overdo it, or they destroy themselves just to to get that fame that they wanted and to get more likes and etc. So it should be established that I hope that your heart is always to help, to give something out to people that could benefit them, more than just having fun, more than just the cost of bullying from other people because you went to the viral stuff and etc. So it should be a mix of both. Okay lang naman magsabay. Kailangan alam mo pa rin yung patutunguhan mo dapat. You should know yourself.
And I'm sure Marvin Salazar, asking for a shout out, agrees to what you just said. So,
Thank you.
hello, Marvin.
Thank you.
Watching also is Just Lascano. Just Lascano is a speaker from Davao. I just interviewed him this afternoon.
Uy.
So I think he's going to join the Philippine Association of Professional Speakers. So, hello,
Welcome, bro.
Just.
Oh, it's a
and
lady?
No, later ko nalaman, lawyer pala din siya. But he's working sa DNR. I don't know by saying that if I violated some sort of privacy.
Oops. Cancel this.
Chinismis. Juan Lu Lunaria, host of The Puppet Stories, is watching from always ever Antipolo City, the new capital of Rizal Province. Sige. Andito rin yung iba pang mga host natin. Nandito si Heidi Lumay, na
Hey.
host naman siya ng Money and More, and she's watching from Cebu. Si Idale Joy is nandito. You're familiar with Idale Joy, right? From Bayer?
Yes.
Yes, you have spoken na ba sa kanila or na-meet mo siya somewhere sa convention?
Yeah, I heard about her just now.
Okay. So it's Idale Joy. Very bueno. Yan ang mahirap minsan pag tinuturuan mo yung iba talagang nagagamit yung nagagamit yung tinuro mo sa iyo, no? So naibabalik.
Requires a good mentor. Thank you.
Yeah. Si Charissa Sampang, speaker din sa ating convention, ay nanonood. Si Joyce, oh my God, Joyce is here. Can you believe it? Si Joyce Diaz Serrano is here watching. Unbelievable. Joyce.
Who is that?
We don't know, but it's Serrano, so there must be some sort of blood relation.
My wife, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay,
Thank you
good. Thank you for clearing that out. Si Janet Macaraeg is watching, saka si Ju Rocco. Okay. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga nanonood. We are talking about professional speaking. We're also talking about the things that we can expect during the 4th National Convention of the Philippine Association of Professional Speakers coming right up on October 15 and 16. So let's bring in Danes back again. My question is, this is a new world order where you said you're not enjoying so much about the sensation is gone. The sensation of having people around you, looking at them directly to the eyes and then talking to them, feeding off from their energy and vice versa. What has changed now, and how did it affect you really as a speaking professional?
Earlier I was talking about things that are, not good and the challenges, but I think I can also speak about how amazing that we can now reach further because of the online thing, the digital life that we have now. So in a way, we're grateful. Although I'm of course I cannot be hypocrite. I still love the physical interaction, and I still want that. No, but the good thing about this is like we are learning so much about the digital process, and all. The all important thing is like we can reach further, we can reach more people because of the online thing. I remember when I was given the responsibility to be VP for marketing and sales, the promise is and I love the promise, is that I'll be responsible for going to places. For if there's a new stockist, I'll go there and then I'll open it. So kunyari pupunta ng Mindanao, so I'll travel and I'll speak and I'll talk, I'll encourage them, I'll go and speak about the business, train them, all and getting paid, right? And then traveling, no? But then I realized though that it was good, but it could have been very tiring, because nung nangyari sa amin, from 2 stockists in Luzon lang, it became 37 already in the just of 3-4 months, no? So it was like so amazing. It went big like that, and I was just thinking, I can't fathom the fact na siguro baka kung nangyari yon, baka hindi ko na kaya na magtravel isa-isa yon, no? And right now, the good thing is like I can gather all the stockists. I can just go on Zoom and talk to them online. So I even had the opportunity to have a stockist, sa ibang bansa. I can't go there. But then we had the opportunity to do business online. So yung reach na yun is something that you can never find anywhere. So I think we should be grateful that it happened now. We cannot be hypocrites, like I said earlier, that we still want the physical thing as speakers, no? But I think there's learning here. There's something that you can learn, and we should take it. Take it wholeheartedly. Kainin, kumbaga, eat that frog. Kahit difficult sa atin, kainin natin, because there's something that we can learn from this. And then someday, after all of this are done, I'm not sure what the new norm is, the newest norm after that. But still, I'm sure that we are far better speakers than ever. Kumbaga para tayo nag-meditation ngayon. I heard it from one really good speaker. And parang nga naman tayo nag-meditation kasi alone ka lang sa kwarto mo eh. Para ka nagsasalita. Like now, hindi ko nakikita si Lloyd. Nakikita ko lang sarili ko. Wala ko nakikita. But it's like more of meditating, speaking to yourself. And sometimes, even meditation experts, di ba, yung nagdaalis ng stress, sinasabi nila yan eh, talk to the mirror, talk to yourself 1 time in a day or something like that. So now, we are doing it. So maybe it's just really rerouting your mindset about what this is doing to you now. Either it would stress you, or you might think like, uy, meron palang matututunan.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to pause for another short commercial. And then after that, let's see. How do we really navigate from here on moving forward? Especially ngayon, do we have to rehearse? Kasi pagbalik nung bagong normal, di natin alam kung paano na yung mangyayari. No? Kinalawag na tayo kung paano tayo mag-perform. Because I'm feeling it right now. Parang ang hirap na talagang tumayo kasi mas masakit na sa tuhod. Because most seminars are really happening on Zoom, and speakers, most of them are sitting just right here. So we are going to be back. Please stay on our stream. Wag po kayo nga alis dahil kapag ka po tayo ay bumalik na, we're going to talk about Pops on Top, the 4th National Convention of the Philippine Association of Professional Speakers. Stay on our stream. Don't go away. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in and for staying with us on the big picture here on the new channel. All right, let's bring in back our guest for tonight. Dennis Serrano is member of the Philippine Association of Professional Speakers and also vice president for sales and marketing of the ever-growing, really enriching, empowering Well Life Philippines. Ay, bongga yung, bongga yung build-up na yun.
Ayos.
Kasi nag-post ako sa Telegram natin.
Ah.
Kaya ganun introduction. Baka sakaling may makadagdag pa, may manood.
Please.
Good. We are still talking about total online presence, which is the theme of the upcoming POPs Convention 2020, the fourth convention. So let's talk about the online presence. How do you manage your online reputation right now, especially that so many trainers and speakers have been doing the same thing? And how do you stay authentic? What are the things that probably you can do to make sure that you are still in the conversation?
Oh, wow. That's a really, really wonderful question. You always have the best questions, Lloyd. I think it's still important to really think of something of new topics. What I realized is that hindi ko yata naupuan to before na mag-create din na something. When I saw nga your topic of the art to restart, I was like, wow, nga no. This explains why it's important to also recreate, to really do something para ay panahon pa naman ng pandemic, and we've been learning so many things. Then why not create something out of what's happening? And I think one of the things for speakers katulad ko is we created topics, or actually nagamit natin yung mga nangyayari ngayon for our own topics, which was a big help. And that's one thing, no? But second thing is like speaking was still there, and like I told you earlier, you can use speaking for anything that you do. And like right now I'm doing Well Life business, but I actually made sure that speaking is still part of it. I do speak every Tuesday. We do have like presentations of business almost every day. I have Zoom presentations and talk about many things, encouraging people, encouraging our stockies, our dealers, and that is still sharpening the saw. I mean, I was like amazed that I'm still speaking and it's still part of it. So kahit pa paano hindi yung nangangalawang. And then eventually unti-unti nakaka-deliver naman na ako sa mga stockies natin kapag okay naman with proper social distancing. Ngayon nami-meet ko na sila. So nauunti-unti rin na-feel ko yung parang closer a little bit, not really entirely physical, but closer. And that's very, very wonderful. And that's what I've been doing. And one thing that is very amazing about what I did is like I even incorporated speaking engagements in our business. And I shared this to you one time already, Lloyd, that in Well Life, what we did is like we have what we call the reward points. And what we did is like we can use the reward points to pay for speakers. So we are getting speakers to do a exclusive training or speaking engagement for Well Life dealers and stockies, and we have like thousands of people already in the Well Life business. And so using the reward points, you can pay for the speaking engagement. So nakatulong na sa speakers, and kasama rin ako doon. Someday I'll have my own topic, although inuna muna natin yung ibang mga speakers. Lined up right now is Dennis. We have Ali and Barcelona lined up as well for their speaking engagements, Sir of Praise, and many more. Nauna na si Ma'am Tony, natapos na kami sa kanyang 21 days of extraordinary confidence. It was good. So it means that hindi ko inalis yung speaking life dun sa business that I do. And if you're a speaker, that's what you should do. Don't take it away. I mean, you can do it everywhere. You can use it for anything.
Yeah. And tonight at 8:30 p.m., watch me on Well Life. I'll be talking about the art of restart. So it's basically about transformation. So let's see what's going to happen there. But I'm excited to also do that. But again, this is not the typical, go there and take the microphone and then get to the stage. And then, may napakahirap gumawa ng comedy if you are in a virtual stage. Like, how do you really know that people laugh whenever you
I think that's also important, Lloyd. I think hindi man natin kayang gawin entirely, pero dapat yung mga speakers, baka naman kasi online na nga, ganito na nga, tapos tuod pa, hindi man lang nagalaw yung kamay, pati balikan. Galaw-galaw din kasi it's really part of, parang hindi mawala yung animation natin. I appreciate Dennis so much because kahit siya may panagsasalita nakatayo, gusto niya ma-feel it. Parang that's good
I,
way.
I, I did. I mean, I did. I tried once. Sakit sa tuhod, so I sat back again. It was epic fail.
Yun lang.
But then, who knows? I mean, it's always okay naman to explore. So why not? But
Mm.
another question is, what if they don't have that stage or platform where you? I mean, in which case you have, like, meron kang business and you're still using your speaking skill to make sure it helps your business. Pero para dun sa mga wala, what can you advise them?
That's a very important question. Well, what can you do? I mean, stop thinking about how much you can earn for the meantime. And hindi pa naman huli ang lahat. Maganda sana kung ginawa natin to from the very get-go, from the very beginning, where we inspire people muna. Encourage other people. And then just create contents out there as a speaker where you can inspire them and then lead them to you so that someday you can offer to them services. And that's exactly what I did. Like I said, the one powered by VG8 and Creative Voices, what I did when my birthday is I gave a free training about online professional hosting. And then I led them to the paid digital professional masterclass. So, but if you did not, I think if I did not place that kind of put that kind of effort of reaching out to them and giving free muna, then maybe they won't be interested of getting into the one that I can really be paid for. So I think that's what you should do as a speaker for the meantime. Wala man yung katulad sa amin na may wildlife ako. It so happened that I have that. No, but still, kung wala man, and if you want to continue your speaking life, then be an inspiration to many muna. Okay lang yan, TikTok, YouTube, it doesn't matter. But just share out your topic out there. Get some tidbits of your topic and share it to people so that they can get the interest. They can get their interest. And when they got they got interested, then they can probably get into your online course or maybe your digital or your master class that you wanted for them to pay for. So that's my big advice for you guys.
All right, and final question before we go. Syempre, kailangan natin itong tanungin. Speaking profession, businesses are down, if not totally zero. What's the big picture in this scenario?
I think the big picture is like be willing to be uncomfortable and be your own cheerleader. I think it's absolutely it's a fact. Right now we feel uncomfortable, and we need to realize that fact, accept it, and then embrace it. People kasi tend to cling to stability and comfort, but your personal transformation requires you to step into a new environment, meet new people, do things that you're not used to. And I know that's scary, but psychologically, fear and excitement is just the same thing. So either you feel that fear or you feel excited. So be willing to be uncomfortable and be your own cheerleader, be your
All
own
right.
fan.
Perfect. So the National Convention of the Philippine Association of Professional Speakers happens on, invite them.
Oh yeah, please. Total online presence. That's gonna happen on October 15 and 16. Please, you can register. You can go to www.pops.ph and register there. You can go visit our Facebook page as well. And please, it's gonna be amazing. I'm not gonna force you, but it's worth it to be part of this convention. Join us in the entire Philippine Association of Professional Speakers, the only Philippine speaking association that is recognized by the Global Speaking Federation. We will talk about the total online presence, and we are not shying about the topics. It's all right there in our Facebook page, so you can see it. And if it interests you, join us. And that's going to be October 15 and 16. Please check the registration right here in the comment section or in the Philippine Association of Professional Speakers page.
Afternoon lang yan, saka evening. So you have time in the morning to do whatever stuff you need to do.
Mm-mm.
Okay, we're saying hi to Al Ian Barcelona, PopsCon
Yo,
virtual
Sir Ian.
conference. So Al Ian Barcelona, syempre
Hello.
idol natin yan. Oo. Saka sino pa yung mga nandito? Be
Oh,
on
yan,
top
Bod.
with Pops. Si Jew, si Prey, hindi ko alam kung paano pa-pronounce yun. Si Mar Arroyo is watching, si Roden Manansales watching, si Mabel U. Torres is watching. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood for tonight. So, where do they get in touch with you? If they want to get in touch with you, I'm not forcing them to, but if they want, where do they get in touch with you, Danes?
You can touch me, but
You can get me, but
I
you cannot
believe-
touch me, or they can
No,
touch
no, no.
you, but you cannot get
Sorry,
me.
ladies and gentlemen, I was trying to be Lloyd, but I can't. So let me just go ahead and say it straight. Jumpstart.ph is my webpage, or if you want to go to triple w fb.com/jumpstartsph, that's gonna be my Facebook page as well that you can get into. I have another one, Kuya Pas Official, if you want to, pero pareho lang naman yon. But if you want speaking engagements, you want to book me for anything like that, then get me there in the Facebook page, Jumpstartsph.
Good. So you can see
Thank
the
you.
positioning, no? So wala ka sa gitna. Nakita mo yung frame
Oh,
mo. Yeah.
I am. Am I not?
Wala.
This is very
Dapat
important for us.
Move,
You need to
move
move
ka
it.
sa kaliwa.
Here.
Yeah, kaliwa, kanan yan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Supposed to be there. We
Well,
are
I
in
think
the game of the show, so too late for you to adjust, but next time, you know your framing. Thank you so much, Dan, for your time. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Dan Serrano is a member of the Philippine Association of Professional Speakers. Upcoming national convention will be on October 15 and 16 via Zoom. You can register at paps.ph for more information. Now, the big picture and TNC would like to thank the following sponsors. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga tumututok, tumutulong at sumusubaybay sa amin. Nasaan yung aking papasalamatan? Nawala. Maraming salamat SMDC, Luluran Telepreneur, Reway, of course yung Wonder Molecule, PAPS, Mr. Rice, Aliaga Rice Supply. Maraming salamat sa Puzzle Box BPO Inc. sa ating pong presenter. And of course, yung ating association PAPS, Creative Voices. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. We are going to see you again tomorrow night, same time, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. here on TNC. Please be safe. Always be healthy and always have a loving heart. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Your host Lloyd Duna. Tonight's The Big Picture. Bye-bye.